Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Cara and thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year and I'd absolutely love to get there. If you don't already know, I make lifestyle and booktube videos, and today we have a booktube video with a big pile of books next to me. And if you don't already know by the title, it is the middle of the year, it is June, so I thought I'd share with you all the books that I've currently read for the first half of the year. It might not be enough amount for some people, but for me, I feel like it's a good amount of books. So I'm going to share with you the books that I've read, some little like tiny points on them and some recommendations. So without further ado, let's get into it. Whew. I'm going to go by January, so this is in the order that I've read them throughout the year. So the first book is Map of Days by Ransom Riggs. This is the 4th book in the Miss Peregrine series. I absolutely love this series. If you haven't read Miss Peregrine series, you must check it out. It is so much better than the movie. There's no movies, only one. And there's a 5th book coming out this year, which I'm so excited about. Book number 2 is Sun Warrior by PC Cast. This is the second book in the Tales of a New World series. I have the 3rd book, which I'm yet to read yet, but I absolutely love this series. I was sent these by Pen Macmillan, so thank you so much. And this was just a carrying on from the first story about Murray and Sam. No, Sam. Murray and Nick, and yes, Murray and Nick. Good story, good story. Book number 3 is another one I was sent by an author, and this is The Disasters by PC Cast and Kirsten Casters from Pen Macmillan. I absolutely love this. This is the first book in a new series. It is a teenage, like fantasy, graphic kind of style novel. Absolutely brilliant. I have a review up for this on my channel if you haven't checked it out already. I'll leave it down below, but that is book number 3. Book number 4 is one I've wanted to read for a really long time, and I'm so glad I've read it now. And it is Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. This is kind of like a follow-up from Love, Simon, and I absolutely love Simon. It's such a phenomenal story, and this is like a follow-up from Leah and her story. I wish there was another one about Simon, but I absolutely love this. If you haven't read these series, Love, Simon, or Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda, then definitely check it out. They're really good own voices, LGBTQI plus read. Number 5 is another review book, and this is The Secret Runners of New York. This is probably my favorite story I've read of the whole year. So bloody good. I have a review on this on my channel as well if you haven't seen already, but this, I cannot highly recommend this enough. If you see this in your local bookstore, please pick it up. It is phenomenal. This story is so great. It flows really well. So many plot twists. Just, oh, I love this book. Number 6 is another that I was sent for review, and this is Fierce Fragile Hearts by Sarah Bernard. It is the 2nd book in the Beautiful Broken Things series, but you didn't have to read the first one to understand the series, which I really enjoyed. And this is a really great story about Suzanne. And if you want to read, view my review on this, I have a review on my channel, but look at that cover. Absolutely beautiful. Number 7 is one that I've had on my TBR for a really long time, so I'm glad I've read it, and This Is Where It Ends by Marie Nikaya. I'm not sure how you say it, but it's about a school shooting, and it's set over a 55 minute time span about 4 different people in this school shooting, and it is so capturing. I could not put this book down. I wanted to read it for so long. I'd seen so many good things about it, and it's really quite scary because it's something that still happens basically every day around in America, and it really kind of captured the feelings and thoughts that people feel in these things. So definitely check this out if you're one of those really wanting one of those captivating like reads. Number 8 is one that I was on a blog tour for, and this is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. This is a LGBTQI plus own voices read, and it is about a girl called Marin, and it's really great. It's about how grief and love can coexist, but also there can be a destroyer of each other. It was a really great read, and thank you to Ellen and Unwin for having me on the tour for this. If you want to see my review for this, I'll leave it down below. Number 9 was a book that I wanted to give away on Instagram, on my book Instagram actually, and it is Adventure Contact by Mary Choi. I love this book. The cover for one was one I wanted to pick up anyway, but this was such a good story. Sam and Penny were such great characters, and I really enjoyed I really enjoyed reading their love connection and their story develop, and I really loved how they had, there's a bookmark in here. I loved the, can I find one? I love the addition of like the text messages. It was a real great addition to this book. Definitely check out this one if you're looking for a own voices and as well like an Asian representation a character book. Number 10 is a book by another author that I love, and this is What If It Ends by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. This is about Arthur and Ben, and this book made me so angry. I absolutely love this story, but the ending of it made me so mad. It was such a built up story, and then the ending just fucked it all over. I literally went on Twitter and YouTube after I read this, and so people had the same thoughts about this as I did, and I just wish there was more. I wish there was a sequel or something, or the story didn't end the way it did. If you like Becky Albertalli, you might understand what I'm trying to do here, but she kind of just leaves stories floating at the end. I don't really get a like succinct ending, which I didn't like. 11 is another book that was sent for review, and that is Sadie by Courtney Summers. This is a really interesting read. It is a thriller book, and it is about a girl called Sadie who, her younger sister is murdered, and she goes on this kind of journey to find her murderer. Meanwhile, there is also a podcast being created and recorded about her and her sister, and all the things they're uncovering. So you kind of get the podcast and then all the interviewees, and then you get Sadie's story while like in the past before the podcast has come out. This was a really interesting read. If you like thrillers that kind of leave you on the edge of your seat, this did have an ending which was left open, which I don't like. I liked endings that get tied up together instead of just like, ooh, maybe you make your own mind up. No, tell me. Tell me. Number 12 is another book sent for review, and this is We Hunt the Flame by Asafa Faisal. You may all know my thoughts about this. I have a review on my channel, but interesting read. We will not read again. We'll probably get rid of this arc. Sorry. Number 13 is another review book, and this is How It Feels to Float by Helena Fox. I love this book. I haven't done a review for it on my channel, but I did a review on my Instagram. This was such a beautiful book. It was about a girl called Biz, and like her dealing with the loss of her father and how she goes through day by day while also seeing her father in her day-to-day life. And I really resonated with this book. So if you're looking for something that really like captures how grief really feels, and it's also, she's also an Australian author and it's based in Australia, so I really resonated and could see myself in this character. So phenomenal book, absolutely phenomenal. Number 14 is another review book, but oh my god, The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoeing. Holy moly, this was a sexy book. I love this. There's a review up on my channel. I'll leave it linked down below as well. This, go read it. If you're looking for a fun, floaty book, this book. Number 15 is a book that I actually got at Supernova this year, and that is 4 Dead Queens by Astrid Schultz. I absolutely love this book. This was such a great read. This is Astrid's first novel, and I really enjoyed it. There's been so much hype about this book, and I really enjoyed just getting to know all the characters and the different 4 queens. The plot twist, didn't expect, absolutely loved it. Book number 16 is The Knower by Chris Gill. I had a review up of this on my channel last week, but I really enjoyed this book. It was a really great, as I said, LGBTQI+ own voices read, and just that cover. Oh my god, you guys, the cover. So number 17 is a book that I actually borrowed from my library, so I'm glad I'm doing this now. So I've got the book in my hands. It's called, I can't remember the title, but the cover is blue, by Elias Gregg, and this is about a bookshop seller who just writes about the customers he has. Like, you might get about a mother and daughter and like what they said in the store. This was really great. I actually saw this on Instagram, and I put in a review, like a request to read the book. It took quite a while, but it was a really easy read. It took me literally like an hour to 2 hours, not even. But this will be a great coffee table book. So number 17 is, I can't remember the title, but the cover is blue. All the books that I've read so far this year, if you guys have read any of them, let me know down in the comments below. I've really enjoyed the books I've read this year. I have a goal of 35 this year. Last year my goal was 25, and I'm hoping that I can reach that. I'm kind of in a bit of a reading slump at the moment. I'm not enjoying Finale as much as I thought I would be, which is disappointing, but hoping I can finish that by the end of this week. But as I said, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000 this year. Leave a like down below and a comment if you read any of these books or a book recommendation. I love adding things to my TBR, and I'll see you all in the video next week. Bye!